Alright. Do a blog about battle. What if Eminem battled? Because, you know, Eminem's doing this. Well, his name is attached to this. His company's attached to this Total Slaughter event, which is happening in a week. And it's going to be Mook versus Lux. And, first of all, before I get into talking about Eminem, or, you know, because I'm curious what it would be like to watch Eminem battle. But first, I'll do the Mook versus Lux. Lux is probably my favorite battle rapper, but I think Mook is probably going to win. Lux, I think, is coming off of a loss in a lot of people's eyes, and probably in his eyes it's not a loss, but he's definitely coming off of a performance where his performance wasn't as strong as his Summer Madness performance, so, you know, his stock did not go up off of that. Obviously, his bank account did, and his bank account's going up more off of this. But I think that Lux's problem is his style is so intricate that he stumbles a lot. I mean, he stumbles even on the freestyles that he does. Mook, I really expect Mook to take this. I think Mook is hungrier. I think that Mook is... He's that dude. He knows... He's gonna know. He's gonna go after Lux in a way that no one has gone after Lux. And just for that, he's going to get credit. Just for, you know what I mean? Just for being able to attack him. It's, you know, it's that dude that couldn't be taught. It's disaster math. You know what I mean? People don't even give a shit about disaster, but because he's still on the bully, he's getting props for it. You know, because Mook will be able to take it at Lux like nobody has. Worse than Hollow, you know what I mean? I think that he'll get credit for that. So I think that Mook is really in the driver's seat to really win this. Unless Lux, I don't know, man. You can't count Lux out though, dude. This flow is so intricate, and, you know, and Eminem multis, you got all these people sweating the multis. You know, Lux will get more praise from that crowd than Mook will. Mook's really not one to known. Is not, you know, known to really get as intricate with the lyricism as Lux does. All right, anyways, but you know, I think that Mook will win that. Lux is my favorite battle rapper, but I think that if I had to make my predictions, I'll say Mook. Mook wins that. I'm not, you know, 2-1, 1-2, 3-0, who knows. What would it look like if Eminem battled somebody? Well, let's say right now the battle would be Eminem versus Lux, Loaded Lux. The number one rapper versus the number one battle rapper right now. You know, you could say Eminem versus Charlie Clips, but Eminem versus Loaded Lux just represents something that's a little bit more real than Charlie Clips. Charlie Clips seems like he's got a little bit more humor. Loaded Lux seems like he's got more of a message he really wants to get out there. So Lux seems like the more serious competitor. To me, it's just like when I'm only going to use this, I'm already going to be crucified for this, but when Disaster battled Cannabis, people were so ready and they were so programmed to respond a certain way from Cannabis that Cannabis opened up with some dumb shit like Tom Cruise mom shoes or some shit, and people went nuts for that shit. So if Eminem battled, that's how it would be. Like, the first shit that he said, and it's same with that Reed Dollars, they said. I didn't see the battle yet, but they said, like, Reed Dollars came back at Summer Madness 4, and he said some retarded shit, and it was like, because it was his first bars, people went nuts. So Eminem's, but I think with Eminem would be worse. I think it would be like the first half of his, you know, first round, people would just be going nuts for regard. He could literally do the Pootie Tang, and people would just be passing out and shit. So I think it would be pretty much impossible to beat him in the first round. You're automatically going to lose the first round. I think the best thing that you can try to do in the first round is you almost have to respect him at a certain level. Like, you don't want people to just tune you out, you know what I mean? Because people are going to want him to win and you to lose, and you're going to have to know that going into it. And I think that Lux is smart enough to play that mental joust. I'm definitely biased on Lux, man. I'll show you all at the end. I'm biased on a lot of these battle rappers here, man. I'll show you all this real quick. See See that hanging up right there? That's KRS-One, Idea, and Loaded Lux. It's a painting. Alright. So, yes, I am biased as fuck. With Eminem, this is the thing. Eminem is one of those artists where the legend is so many people love him that he's like Bruce Lee. It's like I could sit up here and I can point out shit that Bruce Lee couldn't do, but people would hate me for it. You know what I mean? Bruce Lee couldn't do a flip. They had to bring other motherfuckers in his movies for when he did a backflip or a front flip because he couldn't do a flip. Now, people are going to hate me just for pointing that out, but that's the reality of it. These dudes aren't perfect. Eminem is not a perfect rapper. He does have flaws. But the person that points out his flaws is going to be the asshole because there's people that, you know, they're just emotion just rules. The rules of their life. But the reality of it is that I think with both of them, I think freestyling is a weakness for both of them. I think both of them can freestyle, but I think that it's a weakness for them. I don't think that either one of them have total control over their freestyle. I think the freestyle controls them. You know, it's going to dictate where they go. They're not going to dictate where the freestyle goes. I mean, I feel like on the internet, true off-the-top freestyling, the only times I've ever seen Eminem freestyle were when he battled MC Juice. The very first round of that was off-the-top freestyle. He got murdered. And that first round, and he had one with Proof, where him and Proof were going back and forth, and it seemed like a true off-the-top freestyle. It wasn't great lyrics; they were having fun, is what it was, you know, and I respect that. But true off-the-top freestyle, I don't think either one of them are really cut for that. So I think they both flipped the multis and whatnot. Eminem would kind of be in a position though where Eminem just has to say shit that sounds cool, whereas where Lux could attack him personally, and he can't really attack Lux personally. I mean, if he did, you know, no one's gonna know if half the people, that battle would be so big, people wouldn't even know who the fuck Loaded Lux was. So it's like he would come across looking some kind of way. I think that with Loaded Lux, he would really take an advantage off of that. He could attack him personally, but see, the thing that Eminem's fans are so biased. I mean, you've been on Eminem. You know, you can just go to a Eminem. His fans are, a lot of his fans aren't hip hop fans. They're just Eminem fans. You know what I mean? It's like, and there's people that are gonna ride for him. Like I said, he could pootie tang that shit. So honestly, I don't think you can really beat Eminem. The only way I think you could beat Eminem is you would have to pull Eminem into a battle rap setting. If you could pull Eminem into a battle rap setting, you could beat him. But if it's Eminem pulling you to a pop culture style setting, you're gonna lose 10 out of 10. Like, only way you're gonna win is if he wants you to win. And I don't know what Total Slaughter is gonna be. Is Total Slaughter gonna be a battle rap setting, or is it gonna be a pop culture setting? You know, when you go on URL, you know what I'm saying? Look at the crowd on URL. And then look at the crowd at an Eminem concert. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Total Slaughter, I'm assuming it's not going to be much of a battle rap crowd. I'm assuming Total Slaughter is going to be like, hey, Eminem's name is attached to this. Let's see what it's about. So, I don't think that Eminem is really beatable. I don't think that you could really beat him like that. I think that the only way you could beat Eminem is you have to take him to a battle rap setting, you know, and battle him. And I don't know how, I mean, he might be, who knows, man. This dude might be crazy with it, you know, or he might get up there and fucking choke. Who knows? Who knows? The one thing I do know is the dude ain't battled. The only battle I even know him from having is the MC Juice battle, and he lost that. And he was using written material in it, um, mixed with freestyle. But it's so old, it's from like 97 that, dude, it's hard to even measure that material, man. Because you gotta remember, man, in 97, what was, you know what I mean? I guess the shit he was saying was hot for 97, but I don't know, it's hard to measure them things, man. But, yeah, I don't know.